Hey, we are live for the daytime stream for Friday, starting at a very late 5 p.m. I should have already been live, but I was busy working on a short video. You know, it takes a while to get those videos out, actually, because I make the video. It's not a very edited video, but you have to think of something to talk about, and then you have to record it, obviously, and it might not go out the first take. But then you have to upload it to all the platforms, too. It takes a while. All right, let's see. Mom, get the credit card. Oops. No, bring that back. I'm investing in Pokemon cards. Live card shop. All right, hit save on that. Let's get some emojis. Shouting emoji. Oops. Stop. We'll copy this. Okay, stop this, close this out. Okay, good. Say, Mom, get the credit card. Picking out a title, funny title today, because I don't have anything serious to say today. I had a Korean vendor accidentally sent me like $1,500, $2,000 of promos. I'm just working on shipping that today. I gotta ship it back to him. He's like, wait! I think I mentioned that. I've not shipped out Mr. Zen's Gengar. I have to leave my home and go buy something that I do not own. I have to own a sticker, a clear sticker that goes on the outside of the box. I've never had to use one before. I have to do that still. And I'm having trouble with that because the post office is closed by the time I'm awake. So it's a problem. I gotta send out Karis or Lexus or somebody. Or find some other trick. Maybe they sell them somewhere like Office Max or something like that. Office Depot. I don't know if those still exist. I need to get one of those stickers. It can't be that hard. Alright. So, let's see. Looks like Joshua Collins does want to sell me back that Victini. Okay. Let's see. I will work on that maybe after the stream. We're all done with all this. You know, there's a lot of prices in our menu that have not been updated in a long time. Like the Halo Upper Deck. Let's go take a look at Halo Upper Decks. That has been selling really consistently. Okay. Here is the Halo Upper Decks Hobby Box. What if I was to buy a little more of these, huh? How many packs in the box of these? There are 6 packs in a box. Okay, 6 packs in a box, huh? Wait. That's not right. 6 cards in a pack. 20 packs in a box. 20 packs in a box. There we go. Let's just take a look at that. That was a popular one, and it's almost sold out. Divided by 6. No, wait. Let's try that again. Divided by 6, divided by 24. And what price do we sell these at? Okay, we can lower the Halo Upper Deck right now. Halo Upper Deck is coming down by $2 today. So we're bringing Halo Upper Deck down to a cheaper price. Excellent. I like to see that. Sometimes prices actually fall. And I notice when prices go up, because people kind of point to items that are going up, they keep buying them. But when prices fall, I don't always notice that. Maybe you guys can notice that for me sometimes and just kind of send me a private message or something. Let's see. You know, another one I wanted to test, the Nikke, Weiss Nikke. So Weiss Nikke case. Yeah, is this it? I think this is it. All right. And how many boxes in a case? 24, I think. I think it's 24, isn't it? Yeah, 24 boxes. All right, so let's test this out, guys. Let me see if I can lower Weiss Nikke for you guys. I'm going to try and lower the price for you all. We sold one the other day, and I was like, we haven't sold these in a while. Sometimes that's a sign, you know. All right, and how many packs in a box? Does it say here? Is it like 18? Is it 12? I think it's 12, isn't it? Yeah, it's 12, isn't it? All right, it's not saying on the box, but I'm pretty sure it's 12. Oh, that's a high price. And what do we sell them at? Oh, we actually undersell them. They could actually go up from here. We could actually raise the price on these. Nikke got more expensive. It's going to $9. Wild. It's a pricey product, man. People like it. Grill cards. Don't mess with them. Speaking of grill cards, we have some for sale that we have been grading. Yes, grading is a risky thing to work on because you often don't get the grade you want. But it's generally okay. Hey, it's Ivan. What's up, Ivan? Ivan, we sold a Gyarados last night, but have no fear. There should be like 2 more of them. I think there's 2 more. Okay, let me plug this in. We're plugging in our devices so that they get battery power. What's this? I got a refund? What's this refund for? Oh my gosh, it doesn't say what it's for. I hate that. Okay, hold on. I got some kind of refund or something. I gotta look into this real fast. I want to know what I lost. This item is out of stock. Oh no. It was something I do not want to have to... All right, give me a second. Hold on. I gotta fix this too, so I gotta order one right away. Okay. All right. All right, so I got refunded on something. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that now. That sucks. That sucks, because I got the item at a good price, and now I'm buying it at a higher price. I swear, the sellers do that when they realize they could just charge more for their exact same product. I swear that happens. They go, wait a second, this was underpriced. I could just cancel it and list it for more. Show me Sneaker Bunko, says Dennis. Dennis, we do not sell Sneaker Bunko Volume 1. That's the one that has all those sexy common and commons in it. We have Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, though. And actually, a friend of ours, Mr. John Lucas, was talking about buying a whole case of that in a minute here. We have some of that for sale if you're wanting some of that as well. So this is probably my favorite break on the table is this Charizard right now. That Espeon is featured in the center of the thumbnail today because we're going to do a smaller break on that Lespeon. We're going to find out what the price on it is and get it all set up and ready to go. Now, how much for can I send payment? Yeah, I think he's right. I think this was like, was it 65? I thought it might have been 65 for the, was it 65 for the Gyarados? I can't remember. All right, let's see. So, Lespeon. Let's get Lespeon set up. Lespeon's very open to LGBTQ. Espeon. I paid 60. It's 60 then, okay? It's 60. I think I contemplated 65, but it is 60. Okay, Lespeon's a pretty easy one. Oops. So Lespeon's going to be a 1 in 5 with the star spot involved, okay? It's mostly about getting another star spot. That's the whole point of this break. I'm trying to get another star spot moved. That's why we're hosting this break. Otherwise, I'd just hold on to it properly. I mean, this would be perfect for the live customs, really. We put this right in the live customs. So, here we are. I sent it plus 29 for the bird. The bird is a good one, too, isn't it? Okay, perfect. The bird is gone. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Wasn't that annoying? All right. 1 full star spot. So this is about the Lespeon, but it's also about that star spot. Mom, get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. That's an old one. We're going to call this Less Be Un. Lespeon. How much for the cross grading? Oh, right. So people were asking about that. So I can crack cards now, by the way, guys. I'll do it for $5 a card for people that want to crack cards. Cross grading's a different story. So what did you have for your cross grade? I'm trying to remember. You had something nice. Remind me real quick what the cross grade was so I can take a look at the tiers. Okay, we're going to hit new submission. Come on now. There it is. And now we're going to hit this. Bunko Girl. Oh, yes. So I need to take a look and see what the potential value of the Bunko Girl is. PSA 10, Sneaker, Seneker? Sneaker, Megumin. Megaman. So it's like $1,000 card in a 10, is that right? It's about 1,000. Okay, that's an important detail. Now we are going to look at crossover. Lesbians, I thought you were a staunch conservative. My One Piece Oda signature. One Piece Oda. I don't know what Oda is. So you want to cross-grade something else, too. Let me look into that. I think I sent your new slabs down to Alexis. I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept them upstairs. Okay. So it's this pricey bad boy, isn't it? Yes, I strongly recommend cross-grading this card. Strongly recommend a cross-grade on this. Here it is. Oh, I know how to look at your cards. Because I am able to just go to your channel that we have for you. Okay, I see. Yes, you have the Megumin. That is a helpful tip because that is a different Megumin signature. That is signature? Oh, so that Megumin's a little cheaper than the one I was looking at. Okay, so you're looking at maybe about a $350 to $400 card. That plays a role because it's about insurance. So, right, so we have the crossover option, and it looks like, so here's kind of how it works. So the flat cost of the crossover is like $40 per card. That's what they advertise. The real final cost, when you're not just imagining what it costs, the real final cost obviously is higher. Here's how it works. $40 is their base price. They're going to charge us like maybe $20 for return shipping. I'm also going to pay to ship it out to them as well. And there's taxes involved. And then that's all the things. So, and then also I want a little bit of a service fee. I don't want to do stuff for free, especially when I'm so time constrained. I'm genuinely time constrained. Let's give this a try. One Piece. Let's just add any card. Let's just add any card. Grading service. Is there an other? Let's just say other. There it goes. Okay, we'll say other. We'll say grade 10. Oh, we'll say grade 9. Okay, we'll say minimum grade 10. Sure, let's put this in. All right, let's hit save. Okay, now let's proceed to checkout. So, we'll choose the ship on our own option. Ship items back to me. Here it is. Yes. Insured return shipping is actually $60. Not 60, I'm sorry, $20. It brings the total up to 60. My bad. I said that wrong. So here we go. Let's hit review order. This is good because it shows people how it kind of really works. All right, so they're not showing any taxes here, but it says $60. Yes, so it's a $60. So if we're just doing about 2 or 3 items, we got to consider the cost of the shipping out and the cost of shipping back. Let's say the cost of the shipping out is about $20 as well. That brings, let's say shipping is roughly about $40. And then the grading is $40 per each. let's say I want to do a service fee of $10. So what does that actually come out to? So that comes out to 80 plus 40 plus 20 divided by 2. It's a whopping $70 cross if you want to cross over. So crossovers are tricky. They're definitely not free. They cost money to return ship. They cost money to ship it out to PSA. PSA's charging $40. I'm going to charge $10 to get it done and do a good job of it. And it's kind of pricey. Here it is. Let's do it. I'll send 140. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to set this here. Let me run down and grab the other card for you, okay? You guys be good little munchkins. I'm going to go grab his other card. All right. All right, there we go. I'm back. I am back. So here's the other card. And we'll put these with your other slabs now. All right. What are we listening to? Oh my God. What the heck is this music? I don't know. I like this sauce. Okay. Cross PSA. Cross PSA. We don't want to do this live. Definitely want to do this probably on this weekend. So it's not a big order. We'll probably get it done this weekend. It is this weekend. It's Friday. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Whew. Okay. Hope those both convert into 10s. I bet they do. I've had a lot of success with PSA 10s coming back from BGS 9.5s. A lot. Steven Sistrunks, the first order of today. Let's go over here. Did you ever listen to Nelly? Nelly? It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes. Yeah, he had a home out here by Six Flags in Eureka, Missouri. Did you know that? Because he's from Missouri. Of course we listened to him. Everyone listened to him because he made some big hits. Didn't he? He made a couple, didn't he? And when I was working for Coca-Cola, one of the Coca-Colas was like, you got to do a good job. Nelly shops here. How funny is that? I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, he brings his whole troop in. It's like a whole group of them. They wear crazy clothing. I was like, what? He lives up in a very nice area of the, well, I don't know where he lives now, but when I was working for Coca-Cola, he lived in a very nice area by the Six Flags. It's Eureka, Missouri. It's kind of a little away from the city. There's a lot of space, like nice big cliffs and hills. Very beautiful area. It's like if you like nature, but you want to be near St. Louis and you want some privacy. Ivan Rodriguez, Gyarados, and the bird on the table. Okay, here it is. Okay. Have you considered a monthly cross-grade service so shipping fees can be spread out? No, it's not. It's not commonly needed. It is. All right. Just the case that working on card grading is an expensive thing. That's what it is. What it's all about. That's just how it is. When you see a nice 10 up on the table, please appreciate it for what it is. It's not. It doesn't happen like that. It can be tricky to come up with a 10. That lets the air out, by the way. That's what that does. So the sleeve can stick properly. Now, this is Ivan Rodriguez. Yeah, it was a nice Schnucks too. Schnucks is another Missouri-owned German family grocery store. It's a big grocery store in Missouri, big grocery chain. We got 2 privately owned grocery chains out here. One of them is called Dierberg's. The other one's called Schnucks. They're both German last names because Missouri was largely settled by Germans and Irish people. And so I've got both German ancestry and Irish ancestry, which is not surprising. There's like German festivals and stuff out here. And yeah, there's a lot of German, a lot of Irish. So Dierberg's is a German last name and or is a German family, and Schnucks is too. All right. Nelly is part owner of the Hornets now. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yes, you'll find a lot of red-headed people in Missouri. A lot of German girls in Missouri. Okay, Mr. Mike says he'll take a shot at that Espeon. You got it, Mike side. Here you go. Hello from work. Hello, Lord Pop-Tart. So this is a pretty short break. It's just 5 spots. It's really an option for me to help move the star slab around. Here's Javier Arroyo. He says he'll take a spot in the Espeon. Okay. I liked Eureka. One time I plugged in an address to a store I was supposed to go to in Eureka. Except I didn't know it at the time. I plugged in a slightly wrong address. I had like an extra 0 or something like that in it. I don't remember. It was like 1 extra number was in the address. And it sent me into the hills of Eureka. And I was like, what the hell's out here? It was so beautiful. It was a really scenic drive. Big, beautiful houses on the edge of like a cliffside and overlooked the whole area. So pretty. But unfortunately, I drove like an hour in the wrong direction. And my boss was like, hey, we saw you on the GPS tracker. Where the hell are you going? I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh my gosh. I plugged in 1 extra 1 into the address and it actually exists. And it took me there. Yeah, actually, I knew I was in trouble when it finally got to the location and it was just the middle of nowhere road. But I drove through so many like winding, haunting roads to get to that point. It's very fun. Don't know if you've ever done that. If you've ever had a job driving and you went down the wrong way. There you are. Luckily, I was on the clock, so I was getting paid to make that mistake. But I was pretty good. I rarely made mistakes like that, so they didn't really care. They're like, oh, go to the right one. I was like, oh, sorry. Dude, let's be honest. Spot. I've said too much. Somebody bought all the original strawberry Pop-Tarts at my grocery store. AFH. What's good? Nelly's part owner of the Hornets. Jermaine Dupree is also from there. Here we are. All right. So, happy Friday, guys. We are wrapping up a little bit of a slow week. Sometimes we have really heavy, fast weeks. Sometimes we have slow weeks. This week is definitely in the slower category. I think we ought to work on putting a jumbo pack together. At this point, we do not have a jumbo pack. That'd be fun. Maybe we could do a jumbo pack with really weird cards in it. Or we can start up... I don't know. We can just hang around and talk about things. Let's talk about the things you guys want to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? I can work on my slabs. That's the other thing we can do. If you're watching Mr. LaFlame, I got those grades done, the pre-grades on your last 2 big bags of cards. So I think all your stuff is graded, and you can start making some decisions around it, or not. They can just hang around for a long time. It doesn't matter to me. It is. I found out I can declare up to 2.5 thousand worth of cards through USPS. So we can always get you your stuff and just properly declare it as needed and just ship it in priority mail style. There is that one card, the signature Charizard. He's huge. I don't know what to do about him. Did you say you wanted to come pick him up in person or some crazy thing like that? Have me mail it to a friend? The Espeon has 2 spots. Does it? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't update this. Here we go. All right, get that Espeon done, guys, so we can see who pulls a Lespeon today. An extra heavy week. Gotcha. Feeling like July. Yes. Well, we are also waiting on new sets now. Black and White's been out for a little while. Black and White English around the corner. I don't have any new Weiss sets. Usually there's a new Weiss set by now. Maybe I should go looking into that. But I am instead preparing to send money over for Gundam. So Gundam comes out at the end of the month. Also at the end of the month, we have the new One Piece PRB2. I think OP12 English probably comes out soon. I don't know if I want to buy it. I am not in the habit of buying a lot of English One Piece because it does not do super well for me. All right, this is for Mr. Gavin. How about that, Gavin? No wait time at all. 0 wait time. Gavin Stewart. I'm here to help you guys go fishing for Pokemon cards or whatever it is you like. I don't mind. There we go. All right, so that is 3 out of 5. I'm the host of the Cardconomist Card Shop. Miss Alexis is in now, so she's working on the shipping. That's a good thing. I think, was there anything I needed to warn her about? I'm going to GameStop tomorrow morning for a few packs of black. Mister, tell the class quickly about dead internet theory. I've heard that for a while. Is it something like the internet is not even real, it's all robots? Hold on. Dead internet theory. Okay. A French conspiracy that suggests most of the content and interactions are now generated by bots, not real people. It claims that since around 2016 or 17, a majority of the activity online are fake or automated, controlled by powerful entities such as governments, corporations, or intelligence agencies. It's a pretty boring conspiracy theory because it's obviously partially true. I mean, nowadays you look at the internet, there's so many ads, there's so many AI videos. Somebody's posting that stuff. I don't think a robot's doing it, but I mean, so much of the content is just copy-paste. So much of the content is just plug in some sort of prompt into an AI generator, and it's just going to get worse and worse from here. But, I mean, still, you get like the news, that's breaking stuff, that's real people. So, you know, the internet's always going to, people are always going to head toward automation, and that's not a big conspiracy, and it's also not scary either, in my opinion. Oh, then that's what I'm getting. AOC says Epstein files are real. I want the girl card that... Well, of course you're going to say that now because it looks like a very strong thing to say right now. But we don't... I guess they're claiming they're not real. And now we have to argue if it's a conspiracy theory or not. And maybe a Democrat will get into office and blow the lid off of it. That's what the Republicans promised. And then the Republicans got into office and they said, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Which makes you have to wonder 2 things. Are they lying? Is there something there and they're lying? Or are they telling the truth and they lied earlier just to get into office? Which isn't very honorable either. So if you just claimed there was some dirt to release just so that people would vote for you, all the conspiracy theorists would vote for you, you know, that's pandering and it's not following through on what you said would happen. So it's kind of like lying. So you either lied now or you lied earlier, one or the other. All right, let's take a quick picture of this. We have our beautiful cards here. We're heading over to the Pricey Slabs channel. To me, it would not surprise me if the Republicans were whipping up the conspiracy that, oh, Democrats are hiding this, and when we get into office, we're going to drain the swamps, drain it, drain it, drain it. And that's just like a campaign style for them. And then they get into office, and the files are like, yeah, he was a creepy guy. But, you know, maybe it's just a conspiracy that all these rich, powerful elite guys were out there doing really horrible things. It's very easy to convince people that Bill Gates was having sex with underage girls. Maybe he's just a nerdy guy and he never did anything like that, and that's why he's, you know, in charge of a big company. And people just assume the worst about a very successful guy like Bill Gates. They assume he's like drinking the blood of children and, you know, killing babies and stuff, and or he's a genocidal maniac. It's very easy to assume that about super powerful rich people. The funny thing is, my suspicion about them has always been that these are super stable people who are very boring, very scheduled. That's the only reason they're able to do what they do. I mean, think about who you have to be like a CEO. It's like you're the most scheduled person of all. You're the most stable, scheduled person of all. Not exciting, super corporate. But you never know, because again, we just don't know. It's all conspiracy. But it really is just in the conspiracy category for me in my brain. Here it is. All right. I always kind of felt that way about the Epstein files. I always assumed that it's possible he just killed himself, and then we just took that story and took it out of control. I always assumed that it's possible that was true, that he just killed himself. But then, you know, there's that strong, kind of like the 9/11 story. There's a strong conspiracy that it was on purpose, and that it was also that we can invade the Middle East or something. But I was like, or maybe there's extremist cells in the Middle East that wanted to do a, you know, jihad or something. So I don't know. You know, and then people, how did the towers fall? And it's like, oh, it couldn't have happened. But then engineers come out and they're like, yeah, it happened. And then they break down like the construction of the building, about how the steel beams got warped under the heat. They didn't melt, but they warped, and it became structurally unsound. And then the top of the building starts to collapse, and it pushes all the beams beneath it down. You know, stuff like that. So people go on and on and on about, 9/11 was an inside job, and I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I don't assume that it was. And now we've got Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, it's the pizza party gate. All the elites are having sex with kids, and they're hiding it, and they're all in on it together, and all. I don't know. Maybe. Or if you told me Bill Gates was this super boring guy who never did anything like that, I'd be like, yeah, that's probably the reality. You know, that's probably it. Probably is not done as insane of things as you think. He's probably just a guy who likes business. Nerdy business guy. That's probably it. That's the more... It's sort of like, you know, when it comes to stories, there's the sensationalized version of the story, and then there's he's a real person. You know, there's the likely outcome of the story. But you hear about all the bad things that go on in the world, and it's easy to go, well, maybe he did do it. You know, so it's just going to be a conspiracy forever, isn't it? Did you put me in the Espeon break, says Mr. Gavin. Yes, I did. Let's be on. Mr. Gavin, we are 3 spots deep. Is it 3 or 4? Wait. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Here we are. Yeah, like even Diddy was not found guilty of all the things they claimed on him, maybe because of a lack of evidence. But is it not also possible that people just saw it as a way to take him down? Maybe they saw it as an opportunity to get a payout, like in a lawsuit, like, hey, I'm damaged. He has to pay me millions of dollars now. Isn't there people out there motivated to do that? And so they need real evidence that he really did some of those things. So he was found guilty of some stuff, but not the very worst things. And as a society, we enjoy assuming the worst, probably because we're so used to hearing all the terrible things that go on around us. But I'm a strong believer in innocent until proven guilty. I'm a strong believer in that. He has to be found guilty without a doubt. All right, so Victor Kokiko. Okay, Mr. Victor, here you are. Why is there some random dog emote? Is that John Wick's dog or something? I went on a little John Wick rant the other day. Okay. That's a funny one. Good. It's Poodlemon. 9/10, when Rumsfeld said trillions of dollars disappeared, next day a plane took out that office in the building. Yeah, I know, right? Like, people are saying stuff like that, but do you really think Rumsfeld just got on the phone and said, all right, they're asking questions about the missing money, send the airplane in? And the airplane was just perfectly set up to go. It was just ready to go. And one day later, it's blowing up the Pentagon. Just as soon as you start asking the question. Or is it more likely that the Pentagon probably constantly loses money? It probably loses money all the time because there's probably a lack of accountability. You know, it's not like this one-time rare thing that they were about to get caught and in trouble for. They just constantly lose that money. And so it was probably just the case that is, oh, yeah, we don't know where the money is. and they don't care. That's why they tell you there's not even a cover-up. They're like, yeah, we don't know where it is. They probably spent it on things like, I don't know, probably stupid military budgets, or maybe it's super secret private stuff that only the CIA, the FBI, and the Pentagon knows, and the public's not allowed to know. But you know, that doesn't mean that the attack the next day was okay. Rumsfeld calls, okay, send the guys in. We had them just trained up and sitting there waiting. You know, and how do you get people that are willing to blow themselves up too, by the way? That's a good question. Like, you can't just get guys ready to commit suicide like this, you know, like, and there were people declaring, you know, responsibility for the attack as well. And yeah, I mean, we could go on about the 9/11 conspiracy theory. Again, it's just something that you will have to consider a conspiracy forever. You just will never know. You really won't. For fun, Epstein, who we were also talking about, had like a picture of George Bush. Was he wearing a dress? I can't remember. But he was holding an airplane and he was like near the Twin Towers, right? So that's a fun thing. Oh, they're all in on it. They're drinking the baby's blood in the camp and it's all real, and Pizzagate and all these other, you just don't know. I don't know. I have to see evidence. I'm that kind of person. I'm a very pragmatic person. I always will be. I'm not an idealist, and I'm not a strong conspiracy believer either. Like, I don't believe in ghosts, I don't really believe in angels, and I don't really believe in aliens either. But if I meet a ghost or an angel or an alien, I'll be like, oh, it's real. So I strongly need that evidence first. And is it possible there's some Jeffrey Epstein list? Absolutely. But I just won't know, and they're not sharing it, so I don't know. So right now it's just stuck in the conspiracy part of my brain. Like, okay, so if AOC's claiming there is a list, post the damn list, AOC. You know, post the list. All right, let's get back to it. That was Clinton wearing the dress. Oh, that's so weird, dude. That is so weird. What does that mean? All right, Espeon. What could that mean? Something. Does he swing both ways? Was it his dress? Whose dress was it? What could it mean? There we go. All right. We know that Bill Clinton liked the sexy wexy, so that guy was, who knows? That's why he got kicked out of office, or quit or whatever, resigned, because he got caught doing some stuff. Which today, I bet if he got caught doing the same thing, no one would care. So this is 4 out of 5. But then again, the context has changed, right? So it's like, he did it in a time where he knew what the context was. He knew how shocking it would be if anyone knew what he was doing. So I guess you could say that in the cultural time of what he was doing, he knew it was a very severe thing and did it anyways. Here's Manectric. He was impeached but not removed. Okay. I still remember, I was a kid when it happened, and I still remember it clear as day. Because you go to the TV to turn on Price is Right, The Nanny, whatever it was, the early Judge Judy, whatever it was, the early TV shows. I was homeschooled, right? And instead, you turn that knob, and every single channel on television is Bill Clinton saying, I did not have a sexual relationship with that woman. And that was all anyone talked about all day long. It was the only thing. Every news station, every night show host, everyone was talking about it. It was all anyone wanted to talk about. It was a big freaking deal. And you didn't have like cable, you didn't have Dish Network yet. Those things weren't even things yet. So it was all just on your TV with the antenna. Clinton did what with the cigar? Did you add Victor? Victor, yes, Victor Kokiko. I hate the talking 9/11 because I was there. It's not what TV says. Here it is. What's your experience with it? Wait, that's 5 people. Wait, it's done. Here it is. I feel like people try to turn it into some kind of conspiracy thing. I'm not a big fan of overly believing in the conspiracy. I mean, I can stay open-minded to it. That's the problem with conspiracies, is this just unprovable thing forever. I'm a very pragmatic person, personally. I'm a realist. This stream will get hidden by the government. YouTube's hiding it as we speak. Birds aren't real. He didn't inhale when he smoked the pot. We are. I was there before the second tower went down. I got injured 2 weeks later. I'm sorry, man. I watched it all. I watched every second of it. Since I was homeschooled, I didn't have to go to school. And so my mom laid on the couch. crying her eyes out, watching all the outcome of it. It was horrible. Never seen her so upset before. And I watched both towers fall from live TV because I wasn't in school. I watched both of it. Watched them both fall. Really horrible. Watched the people falling out of the building because they didn't want to burn to death. Watched every second of it. The first tower had all the police officers, the firefighters working on it, and then it collapsed with them on it and inside of it. Horrible. Body parts splattered on the ground. Really horrible stuff. And then, there's all the never forget, never forget, never forget. We definitely forgot. 100%. But also the conspiracy theories and all that sort of detract from it to some degree. It's sort of political. All right, hold on. Give me a second here. All right, there we go. So, give me a number. Give me a number. They got him. It was different when you're there. It was much worse, trust me. Oh, I imagine. I could only see it through a old television, so it had to be insane to be there. 1, 2, 3. No, but, and then when I was young, I went to New York, and we saw the hole where the Twin Towers were. At that point, they had excavated it. There was a big gate around it, but they had excavated some of it. We watched every second of the invasion of Afghanistan and Iraq and the toppling of the leader there. I can't remember his name. It's so long now, yeah. And then we eventually catch Osama bin Laden, who claimed responsibility for the attack. Give me a number. Give me a number. All right, so Saddam Hussein, right. He was a dictator, and we were freeing them from Saddam. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan. He was just chilling out. He was hiding in Pakistan. So close to us. They were just, hey, oh, we didn't know he was there. Oh, yeah, okay. Here's Gavin Stewart, maybe. Oh, right away, Gavin, pulling that card. Oh, no, Gavin, I made a mistake, actually. I did this yesterday. Gavin, I'm so sorry. It's not a real run. Gavin, here's the problem, Gavin. We did not have both hits in the bags. Hold on. Gavin, that was just a practice run, Gavin, okay? Hold your breath still. We got to have the star card in there too, Gavin. I'm so sorry, man. I did that yesterday. Don't let me do that anymore, guys. Gavin, we got to refresh it. Both pulls were not in the cards. It's not a real run. We gave them weapons. How could you? I know, Gavin. It feels bad, but it wasn't properly set up. Those are our rules. I'm sorry, man. Hey, I'm not mad, says Vicky. It doesn't count because it did not have both prizes in there, so it cannot count. Here it goes. All right. All right, give me a new number. You still have a 1 in 5 odds, Mr. Gavin, but it could end not the way you want it to, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. All right. Has to have both cards, all right? Oops. I'm pulling for Gavin. I'm pulling for Gavin too, but his odds are 1 in 5, so it might not end that way. Sorry, Gavin. I gotta stop doing that. We did that yesterday. We did the exact same problem yesterday, except yesterday the first pack was not like the chase card, so it was like nobody really cared yet. All right. You still got this. Maybe not. If you don't pull the Espeon, and I don't know if you will, but if you don't pull it, I hope you get the star card at least. All right, try again, guys. Try again. Who wants to pick a number? Gavin goes, how could you? 2, all right. There you go. So, Gavin, this time, it's a proper run. We got the star card, and we got the chase card. Now I'm nervous. Here's Javier. Cold. Sorry, Javier. Justin French. Justin French is the actual person pulling it. All right, Gavin, still a chance for star. It's a cold round, actually, Gavin. I'm sorry, man. And here is Mike's side. Mike's side with the star. And Victor Kokiko. All right. Well, that is the Pokey Fate today. I'm sorry, man. Don't let me start it up if I forget that star card, guys. If I forget that star card, try to shout me out of it. Gavin, why don't I give you like some poker cards or something? Give you a little special thing. I feel bad for you as well. So let me give you a little poker card or something. All right. Gavin's got the ditto out. That's Crypto Dogs and Superheroes. It's got a dog. There we are. I thought it was the dog from what's the name of that show with Keanu Reeves in it? John Wick. Because we were talking about John Wick yesterday. Yes. And I was going off. I was like, oh, it sucks. I hate it. Justin French. All right. So stick around, Mr. Gavin. We're going to give you a bonus pull. Here you go, Justin. This is yours now. Please don't eat me, Mr. TCC. Yeah, I was like going on some tirade. I think it's just because I've had so many negative experiences with dogs now. Like the lady who's currently, right now, having her dog poop in my yard. She's got a huge yard. She walks her dog into my lake yard, and then the dog poops on my side. And she just lets it happen. And she doesn't always pick it up either. And it's just very upsetting. It's like, how can you be a dog owner and allow that? Or the roaming dogs. We had a dog who has ripped into our trash twice in this house now. He pulls our dumpster over and rips the trash up. Goes everywhere. The dog Peanut from the Blue House, who would come and piss all over our mail. That happened multiple times. Dog would bark at me if I stepped outside of my home. Rawr, 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 rawr. Right, one of those doggies. Piss all over our mail twice. It was a big deal. I was going nuts. I was like, I'm ready to throw a rock at that dog. And, yeah, that dog was driving me nuts, dude. It was just really bad experiences lately. And I guess for me, it's sort of like, it was driving me nuts how Americans care about dogs to this level where they're like almost a human or something. I was like, they're not, they're dogs. They're dogs. You can love them. You can love them, but they better not be pooping in my yard or pissing on my mail. Okay, here's Mike's side, but it was driving me nuts, so I was kind of going off on it. It's like, it's not even my dog pissing on my mail. If it's my dog, then I go, oh man, that's just the cost of owning a dog. It's someone else's luxury dog pissing on my mail. Hell no, dude. Hell no. I'm not ready for a fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I hate neighbors that don't let my dogs poop on their yard. Yeah. Hey, it's my right for the dog to poop on your yard. Here's 18. Anyways, so maybe I've had a lot of negative experiences, if you think about it. Go. Oh, cool, I got a star card. That's not right. Unfortunately, there's bad people in all groups. Yeah, I know. I hear about that. Oh, right. Also, the pit bull stuff. The pit bull stuff. We got into that conversation. You learn about the number of people that died of dogs. There's and mostly it's pit bulls, but not always. Sometimes it's a different large breed. And you go, it's like, huh, people just died of dogs. It's not even your dog most of the time. Sometimes it is, though, like regicide or whatever it's called, dogicide. I don't know. But you hear about that, and it just makes you a little more wary of it. You know, you go, oh, okay. Our neighbors have roaming pit bulls where I live. Roaming pit bulls. What if I have a kid and we want the kid to just be able to relax outside? Well, I guess we're building some big-ass fence, you know? All right, so now I got to spend a couple $1,000s on a fence because my neighbor has a pit bull that jumps his fence. It's like, I guess. Jonathan Bagunas, Kuromi Gym Break. You got it. The Gym Break. Kuromi Gym Break. Oh, this thing over here, huh? Ah, so this. All right, you got it. Now we got the super dog emoji. So funny. All right, all dogs go to heaven, but pit bulls go to hell. Well, no, I don't want to say that. That's too mean. It's just, okay, if I've got a small child and I have a choice between living with neighbors where every single neighbor owns a pit bull and neighbors where every single neighbor owns a annoying, ankle-biting chihuahua, I'm going to go with the chihuahua. So, and that was like a debate. That was a conversation we were having, and we've had it on our stream a number of times. And so for a little while, we had a thing going on where we would look up the number of people in the news getting mauled to death. And so we were doing that for a little while. And it doesn't make me dislike dogs. Again, I'm a very pragmatic person. I think I said that earlier when we were talking about the 9/11 conspiracies. I'm a very pragmatic type of person. So, you know, again, my brain does that calculation. It does a very analytical calculation, like a math thing. You know, like math. Like, I can reduce my odds for free by just not living near them. All right, let's see. We've got Luke Laurie, 2 Halo Upper Decks. Thanks, mister. No problem, man. Hey, you overpaid for these. They're cheaper now. These are cheaper now. Here it is. Got some alligators. It's a win-win. Couple thousand. Try that times 3 at least for any quality fence that could keep a pit bull out. Yeah, I see. I don't even know. So imagine having to spend like $8,000 just to not have to worry about your 4 or 5-year-old getting mauled in their own backyard. Because you got a neighbor. We got this really old man. He lives exactly on our street. He just got the regular metal fence, right? And he's got 2 giant pit bulls. He's a frail old man. And they just jump the fence whenever they want to. They just jump it. And so you'll be looking out the window and some big-ass pit bulls just roaming about your yard. And you're like, oh, that's annoying. You know, but we're adults. I'm an adult male. I'm not old or anything. I'm not at risk for any kind of issues like, well, you never know. I mean, if they were to get angry and bite you, that could be pretty bad. That could be like some pretty expensive hospital bills. But I'm not going to get mauled to death, presumably. And the dogs seem nice anyways. But let's say you had some little kid wandering around. Why have the extra risk? Why have the extra risk at all? It's not worth it. It's just not. And so that's a conversation we have every now and then. We talk about those fun subjects because we talk about everything on this channel. We really do. So Luke Laurie, these went down by $2, so you've got $4. There we go. Can I send another $1 for Nintendo Game Pack? Yes. Oh, we got to give Gavin Stewart a poker card. Are you ready? Gavin Stewart. Gavin Stewart needs a poker card. Mr. Gavin. Gavin, I felt so bad about messing up that thing the other day, or the thing, not the other day, just now. I want to give you a little poker card. How about, I'm going to give you a couple of them. Okay, how about try to get you something nice. This is something that we give away anyways. All right, so I got a couple poker cards for free for you. Are you ready? Who doesn't like an occasional free one? I like occasional free ones. Okay. So here we go. I've got 4 poker cards for you, Gavin. The first one is this lovely Mag Cargo. Here's a Pineco. Nothing too crazy, right? 5 and 6. That's just a free card. And here's a real nice one. So you got a black and white You're a Growlithe. Real solid, actually. Okay, Gavin, with the G. The Mag Cargo is definitely not a big chase Pokemon, but he also doesn't have a value of 0, so somebody wants him. Let's see. Gavin's still here. Did he see that I did that? I want to make sure he knows I did that because I did feel bad about it. I'd like a free one from AOC, but she charges 50 cents. We are. Good. Big fence helps protect our cards. Yeah, so I was just saying, you know, I had some really negative experiences with dogs over the last couple of years. And what poker cards you're talking about? The ones that are not for sale. The ones that I can give away for free, but you can't buy them. They are. Oh, Gavin, that's you, Gavin. I thought you were somebody else talking. I'm sorry, hold on. These right here, we just gave you a couple free poker cards. A couple of them are kind of junky, but one of them is real solid. So this is a black and white You're a Growlithe. And then we got Mag Cargo and Pineco. And those are from Silver Deck Part 2. Those are pretty old. And this is just Charizard on the back, number 6. So the Growlithe might actually be worth grading. Yeah. Here you go. Okay. Just a little bonus there, Gavin. All right. Okay, so Luke Laurie, here goes. Mr. Luke. What about Mud Fossil University? What? Here's Super Mario. Mamma Mia. Legend of Zelda. This guy over here and this guy over here. Okay, link. Here's the flower, the blooper, the spiny shell. What about that spiny shell? Do you think Black and White Bolt will do well? English? Maybe. I think he'll do all right. What do you guys think? Well, I mean, some cards are really nice. Like the Haxorus is really cool looking. And there is a Shinji Kanda card to go after, Seismitoad or something like that. He looks pretty cool. But also, the Reshiram, Zekrom monochromes, along with their alt-arts, those are all solid. Those all look great. Then there's the starters. So the starters could do well as well. Nice. Thank you, mister. No problem, man. Here is Guilty Spark, Cortana. Ooh. Okay. Is Final Fantasy moving in on Pokies? I wouldn't say so. Nothing's. Do you guys think even one set is close to Pokemon? I don't think even one set's close to Pokemon. At the level of craziness we're seeing for Pokemon, nothing's close. Oh, good one. Look at that. So you've got Transparent Master Chief from Halo 3. Nice. Okay, I mean like Resh, Zekrom, plus that Victini. Oh, right, there's going to be the red Victini in the English set. There it is. All right. So the Victini should be pretty fun to go after, too. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Pop this over here. The set feels a bit odd, doesn't it? It feels almost out of place. I know we had Diamond Pearl last as a video game remake. So are we getting Black and White remake? Like, they haven't announced it or anything, right? Are we going to get more Black and White sets? What's going to happen? Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Just wondering if my Weiss Schwartz Chainsaw Gold Siggy sold. Anthony Haymeyer. I don't feel like it did. I don't feel like it did. I can't remember a big signature card selling. You have 0 on this card here, so I don't think anything's changed. Here we are. All right. Good. Ah, my leg. Ugh. The new game in October is a black and white based game. The new game in October. Legends ZA? What game's coming out in October? I'd like to buy a card on eBay when you have a minute. Sure. Just send in for it, and then we'll go grab it and cancel it, okay? So that's Luke Glory, and your bag is over here. Thank you, Luke. So prices are a little cheaper on the Halo cards now. Okay. Now we have Jesus Aguilera, 2 History of Z, 2 Soldiers Return, and shipping. 2 History of Z. Two Soldiers Return. This is a good set. Oh, wrong one. Here it is. And shipping. I want to buy a card I request on eBay when you have a minute. It has a request for best offer. That's why. No, I will be rejecting that offer unless it's your offer. Is that the point? I don't accept offers generally. What card is it? Here we are. When people make an offer on the card, I pretty much just ignore it. I don't like to think about it even. There we go. Broly. Android 18. March Full Art. Very nice. Here's a Beldat. Okay. Yeah, feel free to snatch it because whoever's offering on it, I haven't even looked and I don't even care to look. Here's Maro. Ooh, Maro. And Android 18. Usually the best offer is just like a default setting. It is. Or maybe I clicked on like, oh, sell one like this or something like that. Ta-da! All right, let's go grab your bag. I think you had a larger bag, didn't you? Yeah, you have a fatty, dude. That is a fatty. I did make an offer. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I didn't know it was you. Yeah, I apologize. I generally, so when you list things on eBay, eBay will have like a best offer feature. And I just am usually too lazy to turn it off. Or like sometimes when you're selling an item and somebody has the same item, you can choose the option to sell one like this. When you click on that, it will create a listing for you based off the other person's settings. And sometimes their settings already include like, you know, best offer. But when it comes to best offer, I almost always ignore it. I never actually respond or look. Here it is. Maybe I should do my due diligence and always turn it off. But it's like the app is so slow. I don't like to. You click on it, it takes like 30 seconds for it to load. I hate it. It is. I try to avoid haggling when it comes to Pokemon cards. I'm kind of the same way when I buy them. I just kind of buy them for whatever the seller's selling them for. And if I don't like the price, I just don't buy them. It saves a lot of time, actually. And no need to like argue with each other over, oh, this card's good, this card's bad. You know, you both have like a position on it. You go, well, I think this card is good. Well, I think this card is bad. Well, I think the market's going up. Well, I think the market's going down. I don't do any of that. It just saves a lot of time. Here we are. Ooh, giving buyers false hope. I'm probably giving buyers false hope is what I'm probably doing. So I apologize. I remember when you had to be present for an eBay auction. Yeah, what do you use, like a sniping software? I think eBay's changing the rules to get rid of that, aren't they? Aren't they talking about that? They're going to do extended bidding now. They're testing it right now, extended bidding. Okay, let's see. Did we get this all right? Yeah, that's all right. So some people, when they bid on a card, they just wait for the very last second to place what they think is worth on the card. And that way, no one has a chance to respond and go, wait a second, I am willing to pay more than what this guy posted. That's called snipe bidding. And so some people do that. It's like a whole reason to go shopping in eBay auction. And eBay's testing extended bidding. Mahil says that's a great system for sellers. Yes. It's a better system for sellers so that sellers don't get ripped off by a snipe bidder. Now, but snipe bidders would be like, oh, that's how I was getting all of my good ones, is I just constantly snipe bid. Or maybe they're even using a robot to do the snipe bidding for them. They're not even there. Here we are. So, I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not necessarily for it either. I can see both arguments. Buyers will be like, well, what's the point of shopping on eBay? eBay used to be special. It is going to push the price of cards up, though. You won't see any unusual low prices as much. That's not good if you're trying to buy cards because you don't have a large collection. If you do already have a large collection, that's good. So the change technically benefits someone like me more. What's extended bidding? Like a max bid? All right, let's say you place a big bid right at the end. You're trying to snipe it. You bid it. There's 1 second left. You place your bid. It goes all the way up to 500 because now you've gone over the top bid, right? Maybe the top bid was $4.99. So now it's at 500. But instead of ending, it gets extended for 5 more minutes. It says, oh, wait a second. We got a late bidder at the last second. All right, now there's 5 more minutes. And so if you try to snipe it, everyone gets a chance to actually respond. They go, oh, some stinky guy thinks that he's going to get it. Okay, well, guess what? I was willing to go higher than $4.99. In fact, I'm willing to go up to $5.99. All of a sudden, the card's selling for $600, whereas in the snipe bid system, it would have only gone for $500. See? So, yeah, it gives people a chance to respond to snipe bids. Ah, like overtime. Exactly. All right. I won auctions when the system crashed, Victini, so it could never end. Well, no, that's not true because usually there's built-in rules to keep it from extending too long. So the most I ever bid on a card was like $36,000 on a PSA 10 Gold Star Torchic, which maybe in hindsight I should have kept trying for. I don't know. I had the money to keep going, but I didn't want to. I was like, nah, that's too high. So Gold Star Torchic was the highest I ever bid, and it was an auction being hosted on PWCC, and every time I bid, it was extended for like 30 minutes or something, or was it 15? I can't remember. However, here was the problem. Each time it got extended, you were required to do a higher minimum bid. So you couldn't just extend it for $1. You had to bid 25% of the card value or some crazy number like that. So in order to keep bidding, you had to go in at a much higher amount each time. So it got extended bidding like 4 times, just kept going up. I thought I was going to get it like for 30,000, but it just kept going up. And the extended bidding kept getting rolled out, and eventually the card was just reaching this price that was really high. And my next bid had to be like some big chunk of value of the card, or else they wouldn't let me bid. I wasn't allowed to up the bid by like just $50 or something. So yeah, it was requiring a really high buy-in, and I was like, I'm out. I don't want to do it. Holy crap, mister. Yeah, I was a little weak when I was doing the bidding. I'd never spent so much money on one card. But so when you click that button, you're committing to that. And that was all my savings. So I was like, this is it. This is all, you know, I can either buy booster boxes, cases of this, case of that, or I can buy this one gold star Torchic. And I gave up on it because it was kind of a luxury card for me. It wasn't a card I had to have. In hindsight, I think because the hobby has done so well, I think I could have bought it. And I would have owned a very prestigious gold star. But I don't own it. I have the CGC 10 of it, which I guess is okay. I'm sure that's rising in its own way, but the PSA 10 would have been preferable. You know, it would have been a really nice holy grail in my collection, and I could have kept going up, but I didn't want to. Like, you really could just buy $30,000 of sealed cases of whatever, Evolving Skies. You didn't have to buy Torchic. So it was a big gamble on whether Torchic would do well over time or not. And I thought, man, this card's already so expensive. It's just Torchic. I don't know. You know, he wasn't like Charizard Gengar Lugia. If it was Charizard Gengar Lugia, maybe we keep going. But no, it was just Torchic. So I was like, I'm not doing this. I sent the photo on Discord. Oh yeah, let's take a quick look at it. All right, let's see. Oh, I know this one. The McKee Opus 1, which is almost certainly undervalued now. It's almost certainly undervalued because as time has gone by, those Opus 1 cards have certainly gone up in value, especially with the Magic the Gathering cards coming out and boosting the prolific nature of Final Fantasy. So those are not bad to be looking into. Next up, we have Mr. Zach, Rocket Pack Break Spot and Box of Korean Rocket. You got it, Mr. Zach. Okay. Yep, so that is the story how I did not get a Gold Star Torchic a long time ago. We were still in the blue house. You know, that same money that could have gone toward that Torchic probably was used to buy the house we have now. And that was a very good purchase in the end. This house was a very good purchase. We got it for $650, and we think it's probably worth more like $1 million. It's such a beautiful, beautiful location on the lake with a view of the state park, huge lake wall. And I talked to my real estate agent about selling this house, and he said, let's list it at $990. So picked it up to $650, sell it for $990. If it really sold for that amount, I'm up like $300,000. It's crazy. So let's go get that box of Korean Rocket. And the only way to have bought this house would have been to have had the money laying around to buy it. So, you know, things just happen the way they happen. Let's go find that box. Oh, here we go. Right here. Got it right here. Okay, good. You have to have the cash. You have to have the cash for an opportunity to occur. Sheesh, the coffee is strong today. All right. Do you have ponchos? I never bought the Pikachu ponchos. I've seen that they've gone up in price, so maybe that's a mistake. I just think they look really boring. I don't think they look that good. There's so many other interesting things in the hobby other than the Pikachu ponchos. But I think their prices were already pushed up really high. You know, if I was smart, I would have bought case after case after case of Team Up, apparently. Boy, imagine if you had bought a couple cases of Team Up back in the day. You'd be so wealthy today. You'd be so wealthy. If you bought like 4 cases of Team Up, what is one case? 6 times like 7,000, like 40. Or no. It's like 10,000 these days, isn't it? So it'd be like $60,000 a case. You bought like 4 of those. 60 times 4. That's $250,000, isn't it? Yeah, it's $250,000. You'd have so much money. But I didn't do that. So I'm not sad that I didn't buy the Poncho Pikachus, but I think I am sad I didn't buy a case of Team Up. I could have done it, and I didn't because I didn't believe in the set. Oops. My fault. I got 1 box of it. Somebody out there has a case of it, and he's clicking his heels together. He's going, oh, yeah. Ooh, baby. Ooh, mama. Ooh, daddy. He's a very happy man. He said, I bought exactly the right thing. BTC going crazy. Holy moly. Yeah, what's it at? BTC jumped up to 110, then 115. Alexa says she doesn't have Tyler's label. Hold on. All right, so we'll do that real fast. And then what else was I doing? I got completely... Oh, right, we were looking at BTC. Let's take a look at BTC. So BTC sitting at 117. That means if we look at the last year for Bitcoin, it's up 100%. Wow, that's great. Wow. Yeah, Bitcoin's crazy, man. Oh. Give me a second here. Alexis is saying she needs a label for Tyler McCanch. Joshua Ramos, huh? She says she got a Joshua Ramos label, but didn't Joshua Ramos ship as well? All right, I'm gonna open this up and take a look into that as well. I'm sitting on pie. Did Mrs. Alexis find my Charmander slab? And you're Carlos, right? Yes. She didn't mention not finding it. Told you not to sell your BTC, mister. No, I didn't have too much. It'll be all right. In this case, I ended up spending almost all my money in the early part of the year, January, on Pokemon. Like, I just bought tons of Pokemon. And it is definitely not a bad decision. All those cards exploded. Here we are. I think I made a video, actually, on that. I said something like buying $90,000 on Pokemon. And I bought all these really good cards. And they've all, like, basically doubled as well. So I'm still okay in the Pokemon card market. You never know, though. The Pokemon market could pop or something like that. Maybe Bitcoin ends up outperforming. I'm not forgettable anymore. You remember. We are. Well, I remember because we were talking last night. We are. Here's Wobble Fett. So I got to help Miss Alexis out real fast. She says she received a Joshua Ramos label. And she wants to know where the Tyler McCanch label is. We'll make sure we get that set up properly. That Spidops is going to age well. Yeah, ooh, Persian. Yeah, you forget that the Spidops is an AR in this set, because Spidops is not traditionally... Oh, yeah, the Meowth, too. So it's Spidops, Meowth, Wobbuffet, Houndoom, and Wheezing. Those are the big rocket ARs in this set. Me liking the daytime stream. Nice. Okay, let me set this over here. She got a Joshua Ramos. Let me ask her a question. Okay. Pretty sure Ramos also ordered shipping. Love that Persian. Me too. So we got you your spot in the vintage break. By the way, the vintage break is up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 spots remain. All right. Ooh. Oh. I'm better with Pokemon cards anyways than the end, you know. I'm not as good with the cryptos. I feel less confident in it. Like, I don't understand it very often. I don't work really hard to understand it. I work really hard to understand the cards. So I feel like this is sort of like home field for me a little bit. And I'm pretty satisfied with the way that they've behaved over time. They've done really well. They are. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Like my XY. Okay. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Oh. I see. Why is Card Chomp 178 from Astral Pop so low? I don't know. One moment. I'm going to give Miss Alexis this label. She needed a label printed. Oops. Come on now. There it goes. All right. And the nice thing is we can also run down more shipping for Alexis. So I'm going to give her this Jesus Aguilera shipping and Austin Warren. What did Austin needed shipping on? Okay, let's go bring this down. All right, I'm taking this down to Alexis. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Alexis has the label she needed. Whew, this stream is brought to you by cookies. No, not cookies. Okay, so now we're going to go in here and actually cancel the label real fast. Let's see if there's anything else in the queue too. Let's see. Yes. Yes, we have a Julian Zamaripa coming up. Oh, all right, cool. So here is the additional label we don't need. I believe. Let's make sure we cancel the correct label. Yes, so it is this one right here. And we're going to cancel this. Cancel. Okay, good. 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 All right. So, how you guys doing on this fine Friday daytime stream? Julian Zamaripa. 5 Mario packs, and the rest to my slab away. I don't have a bag yet, just slabs. Sounds good. So 5 of these Mario packs. The Topps Nintendo packs, is that what you're referring to? 5, there we go. Boy, we're blasting through these. These are selling fast, man. The rest to slab away. So that would mean it's something like $45 to, no, $55 to slab away. $55 to slab away. All right, let's go look this up. Let's see, you would be under the J's. Here it is. And you're down here, you've got 89. So we're going to say 89 minus 55. You have $34 left. Well, very close. Boom. All right, that's updated. Now, let's open these. Damn, what'd I miss? Mister, what are the breaks you have at the moment? Yeah, that Espeon break broke right away. That one went right away. I currently, right now, there's one person in the Kuromi. So the Kuromi has one person in it. That's a real short one if you're looking for a short one again. Double Dragon. Nice. Legend of Zelda logo. Cool, man. That's what we're after right there. We're trying to get some more of those. 25 cents for that pack. What a steal. Yeah, let me think. So you need 4 of those for $1, and then you need $5 for a pack today. So it's about 20 times the value it used to be. 20 times the value. That'll happen again, you know. These were printed in the 80s. Well, now we're in 2025. This will happen again. The price of goods will go up that much all over again. So in other words, you know, if the cost of a home goes up that much, which I don't know if homes will do it that bad, but homes should all be costing millions of dollars in the future because the government does 2% inflation intentionally to make sure that we're forced to spend our money instead of hoarding it under a mattress. They don't want us doing that. They want us to spend it. So they intentionally lower the value of money over time. And when the value of money goes down, the cost of goods go up. So a house will get 2% more expensive every year no matter what. That is unless homes don't become an investment anymore, which is an interesting thought. I've thought about that before. Ooh. You know, we've always treated homes like an investment, right? Wood, lumber, nails, metal, copper wiring, labor, architecture, landscaping. There's all this stuff that goes into building a home. But if homes are ever like manufactured cheap enough, I was wondering if Karis was opening the door there. If homes are ever manufactured cheap enough, I wonder if they would fail to be an investment anymore. Because that's kind of how it is in Japan, right? Like homes steadily lose value, sort of like a car in Japan, correct? Here's this. Okay. AJ says, Jeopardy music. It was a terrestrial SAR Espeon PSA 10. Here we are. I like this graveyard one. Look at this. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Meowth from Team Rocket talks. I just can't get over that. Yeah, the voice actor for that Meowth just passed away like 2 days ago. It was in the news. And so as a result, I rushed out and I bought some signature Meowth cards with that guy's signature on it. James Carter. I can't remember how his last name is spelled. So it's James Carter something with the C. And so we bought a couple of those signatures and they're on the way. Figure might as well own a 1 or 2 of them because he's not coming back. He's not signing any more cards. And so that's a very cool thing, man. Not a good thing to die, obviously, but to be remembered because we all die. All right. Very nice. Mr. Please let me slab away the Shining Steelix. Maybe. I can't really make up my mind on selling any of the WOTC era cards right now. You know, WOTC era, it appears to be just unobtainably expensive. Yeah. You are? All right. Look at that. Maybe I can try to pick a price out where I'd go, okay, I better give this up. Would you like me to try to do that? Okay. He also did Professor Oak. He did Professor Oak. He did Gary Oak. He voiced, who else did he voice? He voiced something on Yu-Gi-Oh! He was also the voice of Turtwig and like 1 or 2 other obscure Pokemon. I can't remember. Okay. Julian Azamaripa. You got Ripa right in the name, man. You got Rip some Pokemon packs. James from Team Rocket, yes. Jesse from Team Rocket passed away, and I remember rushing to the market to buy a Jesse Team Rocket signature, and they were all gone. Same with Misty. The Misty voice actor passed away, same deal. I couldn't get a Misty signature. It was really annoying. And so this time I did get one in time. Let me close my door. My door popped open. There we go. All right. Do you know how to dance cumbia? I have no clue what that means. I realized with Rachel's passing, that makes the entire Team Rocket trio gone. Yes, the Misty actress, she died quite young from breast cancer. How did the Jessie actress pass away? Ivan Rodriguez, eBay Final Fantasy. Yes, sir. Let me go grab that. All the people we love are dying. Voice actor James and Professor from OG Anime. How did they all pass away? I know that Misty got breast cancer. All right. So let's find this bad boy. Let's see. Where is it? I gotta find it first. It's in here, right? Oh no, I can't even find it. Could it be in multiple areas? Let me think for a second. Oh man, I hope we didn't already sell it. I'm terrible with that, you know? That's not good at all. Alright, let me set this over here. So I feel bad, but it might already be sold. Let me check out. There's one other place I think it could be. Let me go check there, okay? I got another shelf. All right, one more place to check. No, it's not here. All right. All right. All right. I think it's sold. Here's the problem. I think it's gone already. I am very sorry. There was a point where I offered it for sale on the table a while back, and now I'm wondering if it actually sold. And then I never removed it from eBay. Let me see the card again. You showed me a picture. Yeah, McKee for 20. You know what's crazy? I am pretty sure that one sold. And you know why it sold? Because it was the only one that was really unusually cheap. So I apologize for that, Mr. Ivan. Man, that sucks. Let me see if I can find it now. All right. Actually, you kind of did me a favor, helping me remove it. Okay, so this item is taken down. All right. I am very sorry, Mr. Ivan. It's not a good feeling, is it? All right. So you have all 25 of those dollars, though. So nothing has been lost. It's just that the slab was missing. We could not find it in the eBay box. I only have one box for eBay slabs. So if it's not in there, it's not in there. Let's put a new card up on the table. We've got Asuka High School DxD Hero. This girl with the red bra. I have no clue what this is worth or who that even is. Rias Gremory. So I'm going to go search this real fast. We're going to say Asuka Rias. Grammary. What's grammar even mean? Here it is. So there is a pristine CGC version of the card for $60. We have the BGS version, $65. Very close, in fact. I don't know if is BGS considered a better pristine than CGC? I feel like it is. There goes. He was Weevil from Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Yeah, he had a roll on Yu-Gi-Oh! So, we also got a piece of mail in. Okay, this is a Mr. Haymeyer car. All right. Did I say car? Card. My brain's always trying to do two things at once. It's trying to read what's on the list and talk to you guys. And it can't do two things at once. It's just not how the brain works. You can do one thing at a time. Tag is the new PSA. Yeah. All right. I'm going to set these over here. Oh, show this off real. There, okay. There we go. Now, pop this in here. I believe he wants this one to sell. Is that right? Yeah, he wants this one sold. Cool. That's Dark Sandslash. Let's take a quick look at Dark Sandslash. Dark Sandslash. There's none available for... Oh, wait, is that one? There's none available for sale. That's great. That means we have one for sale and no one else has one for sale. And I don't see a sold history on it either. No sold history on it. So let me back out of here. We're going to say returns reverse. And we want to see what the cheapest one is. Okay, so we got... here are some non-dark Pokemon. Let's turn this into buy it now only so we can just take a look at those. We want to find one of a similar quality, okay? He's definitely cooler than Dark Magcargo. Magcargo's definitely not popular. Dark Ariados, Dark Pupitar. He's definitely better than them. Here is Dark Golbat. I think he's better than a Dark Golbat. Dark Arbok, though, he's kind of close to a Dark Arbok. Now, the cheapest Dark Arbok is $900. Here's Dark Hypno. He's $900. Dark Magneton, $1,000. Dark Crobat Reverse. Well, I think he's similar to the Dark Crobat. Same with this one, the Dark Muck, $1,000. So we're going to start high at $1.2 thousand because those are for sale. This one's not even for sale. We're going to start at a high price of $1.2 thousand for this card. You can't even buy this one. It's not for sale. It might be a more rare card than those other ones for some reason. You know, just the case that it didn't grade as often. Didn't grade 10 as often. Let's get this, you know, we're going to start it up at 1,400. There's no harm in that because I think it's a very rare card. The market's very crazy. There's none for sale. You've got one for sale. Okay, and we also want the population on this real fast. Oh, Sandslash Squad says pop 28. So we're going to write that down. So now we have the population on it is 28, everybody. A very unusually rare card. That's Rocky Returns Pop 28. That's not like some obscure Topps print run. That is Rocky Returns Pop 28. Very desirable. All right. So the singles. Let's take a quick look at some singles. Tell me how you acquired these singles. Okay. All right, they're pretty basic, actually. So, do you have a bag, by the way, Anthony Haymeyer? You probably have a bag, right? Let's see. Unless you had me ship you recently. Pulled them all Pikachu promos from Pokemon Center. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Team Rocket returns are so rare. Here it is. So Anthony, I'll set these here and we can talk about it if you'd like. There it goes. So we'll set those there, not worry too much about that at the moment. Let's get to the next order. We got this nice dark sand slash now. That's really good. All right. So we have Mr. Chensek Vong, 1 Waifu Shuffle. The Waifu Shuffles, by the way, are really full. There's a lot of slabs in the box. A lot of expensive signatures in the box. So any moment you could pull a signature for 20 bucks. And then we just added this for fun too. Yesterday we added this. Weiss Schwartz Azure Lane. We better write down what we added it for. We added it for $200. That's 10 new cards in that Waifu Shuffle box, you know. So it's not easy to pull these, but boy, it feels good when you pull a good one. So that is a Black Label Azure Lane card. So a nice black label in there. Some nice signatures like this one. Red Wolf from Weiss Schwartz. Oops, you can't even see. I hate the way this camera works. This camera does not focus very well. All right, I think that's the most expensive one, by the way. I think that one was like $300,000. Lots of stuff in there. They are pricier cards. Your odds are tough. All right, here goes. 1, 2, 3. He ordered 1 Waifu Shuffle. This could be it. Nah, but it's going to be a cold one this time. Sorry about that, man. All right, let me know if you want that card put into your bag. That's your card. I just figured you want to donate it back, but if you don't, if you want to keep it, it's all yours. Okay. I was told there was free ones in this stream. We probably will host a giveaway tonight. There will probably be a giveaway tonight, okay? So be sure to stay tuned for that because we will be back on. Ivan Rodriguez got his $25 back. Jonathan Fernandez, the new Dragon Packs you have. The new Dragon Packs, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? The new Dragon Packs? You're not talking about McDonald's Dragon Packs, are you? What's he talking about? The new Dragon Packs. The manga? The Dragon Ball mangas? I think those are 5.5, aren't they? Let's see. Dragon Ball manga booster. They're $6. So, how many times does 6 go into 25? 4 times? So you got 4 manga boosters coming. You got $1 left over. Here we are. 4 of these manga boosters. 2, 3, 4. They're a little pricier. Maybe the price goes down over time. I don't know. But these have been fairly popular, actually. We've seen a lot of these get opened. Set that there. So this is a commission slab. If you guys want to, you know, have me sell your cards for you on the table passively, we do that. And I think we've done it to some pretty good success. We've sold some really heavy cards now. It's, you know, we just have a small audience here. We don't have the whole power of eBay, but you'd be surprised how many slabs we move because there's a lot of people who come and go and take a look at what we've got, whether it's in Discord or maybe it's in the stream itself. People are always asking for a new slab away. All kinds of stuff happening over here. I would say slabs are one of our top products, actually. It's one of those things where there's no gambling involved. When you buy that dark sand slash, it's like the opposite of gambling. See, gambling would be like if you went and you bought 2 packs of Rocket Returns and tried to pull a dark sand slash for yourself. That would be gambling. It's a sort of RNG product, and you're hoping for an outcome where you get more than you spent. But when you buy a already graded slab, you've removed that. You're not taking any risks. Now you're just buying something that has a cost based on demand, and there are no risks other than the fact that you're not getting it cheap. You're paying the real value for it. And so some people really strongly prefer RNG products, and some people prefer to just buy slabs. But we offer slab breaks and slab away, and they both get a lot of action. Here's Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. Is there a way to check if your commission slab sold? If not, you should make a thing underscore to track it. I like that. I like that. That is a great idea, Chris, because, you know, that would help people understand when it sold so they can look it up in the stream too. That is a good idea. So Chris, I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a channel for that. That was actually a really good idea. What I think we can do in the Cardconomist shop, would that be the best place to host this? I think so. So in the Cardconomist shop, we're going to say sold commission slabs. So the sold commission slabs channel, what it will do, when I sell a slab on commission, I will try taking a picture of it. It gives me an extra job to do in the middle of the stream, but I think that that's good because it's like a receipt, and it tells people who are selling their cards what they've got left. So that will maybe save us some headache later. Sold commission slab. Let me make sure the rules in this channel are correct. We don't want anyone posting in here. Okay, let's see. We don't want people sending messages, but we do want you to see the channel. Okay, good. So that is now the sold commission slabs channel, and we will take a picture of cards that have finished selling. How does that sound? I think for slabs that are like 20 bucks, that will be annoying. But like, let's say this guy sold, you might want to know that. Ooh, you know what else we can do? We can always use it as a way to tell you if a slab went into slab away, because that was actually one thing I wasn't sure about. What we started doing with the slab away was like, if somebody put into slab away, I would do a payout for you immediately. The problem with that is that sometimes they cancel it. And so it's more like I bought it from you, but maybe I didn't want to buy that one. So I didn't know what to do about that, because I really feel like if your commission slab gets put into slab away, it really ought to be that you get paid out after it's done being paid for. So on the day that the slab is done being paid for, you should receive your payout. And so we're starting to do it that way. And I should make a note of that too on the actual slab away. So when somebody slabs, let's say somebody slabs this away, I should write down on the slab that you get, that Mr. Haymeyer gets paid out when it's done. I should write that down as a note, because the old ones didn't work that way. Mr. I found a PSA 9 for almost 200. Is that worth it? Because 10 is almost 1,400. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes PSA 9s are underpriced. I would just, I would be careful with anything, obviously. I don't really know what you're talking about specifically. Are you talking about Dark Sandslash? Okay, Jonathan Fernandez, Mr. Jonathan. It just shows you what a tremendous premium the 10s hold. And whatever happened to talking donation voice law? That's the, you're talking about, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Streamlabs. The problem with Streamlabs, if you recall, my computer was like breaking. It was slowing down to a crawl, and it was overheating. The fans would just run. And then I found it out. It was Streamlabs. So maybe there's an update for Streamlabs out now where if I download that update, it all works properly at this point. But my computer is like getting worse over time, and I think I didn't want to run it because I didn't want to put that extra pressure on Streamlabs. Maybe if there's another voice chat option, we can just turn voice chat on for no cost or something. Because you had to spend, if you remember, you had to spend money to use the voice chat. You had to spend money to use it. You had to do a donation. So maybe we can have a system that's free, or maybe members only, or some trick like that. And maybe it will not use as much of my computer's, hardware, and not use as much of it in order to operate, not cause it to overheat. I'd like that, Yeah, we were having problems with it overheating. It was really bad. The new Dragon Packs, that's opened. Thank you so much. Here's Mr. Haymeyer, 1-pack History of Z. All right, 1-pack. I miss Streamlabs. I do too. I think it would be fun to have people send in some fun messages. Definitely all the moderators should be able to activate something like that. Here we go. What if we had like a little voice thing right here on the table, and it could like talk to us? That'd be fun. Because right now the voice comes through the speakers on the laptop or the iPad, and it's just not very loud. But yeah, I mean, we could do an example of having an open chat room, and where like a moderator can come in. Does it not get super hot down there? Does what not get super hot? Where I live? Lake of the Ozarks? It gets hot in Lake of the Ozarks. 2 cold ones. Two cold holographics. There you go. Sorry, Mr. Anthony, nothing crazy popping out that time. In your basement. No, I'm not in my basement. We host the stream from the master bedroom of the home. It's a giant room, really large. All right. It's really luxurious, actually. Yeah. All right. The last room we had for streaming was like a baby bedroom. It was like a half bedroom. So we had a multi-million-dollar operation being ran out of a baby bedroom in a house. I mean, it was so small. You took 2 steps and you were out of the room. It was so small. I don't know how I did it. Well, a big part of how I did it was everything flowed out of the room. So the kitchen was overtaken, the family room was overtaken, everything was flowing into like the cards. And yeah, it was insane. I remember when we cleaned it up to move. Boy, cleaning up this room to move would be insane too. The sheer volume of stuff that moves. Chris Abruzzo, Ancient Origins pack slab-aways. Also, I wouldn't be mad at a red label for Shining Steelix, since it would be a slab-away. There's also a ton on eBay right now, so it would not be hard to get another if that is what you're worried with selling it. No problem. So, $40 toward the Ancient Origins slab-away, and you are still after the Shining Steelix. Let's go over to slab-away. Let's see. Here it is. This goes down to $4.45. Boom. And Shining Steelix. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give up my Shining Steelix is all. Let's take a quick look at Shining Steelix today. Oops. You know, I keep making this mistake of selling my cards, and it makes me really sad. Let's see. How is he doing? So there's a couple unlimited ones, but when he gets to first edition, he gets way more expensive. Now this first edition one has an older cert. Here's one with a younger cert. 2.5K, which for me looks more like 2.64K, 2,640. So maybe I would be interested in selling him around 3.15. It is. There's another for 2.3. Oh, I got to look at that one. All right. It's very hard to let go of anything right now, especially when everything appears to be so good. And it's so comfortable to just sit on it and not worry about it. Here we have an order from... Let me think it over dinner, okay? Asmer Ahmed, he says 40 for Charizard SAR. Is this a card you already have in slab-away? Is that what we're doing? Let's see. New? Is it a card up here on the table? Let me look at that again. Oh, it's part of the break. Ah, yes. Good choice. Okay. Very nice, man. Good luck in there. I am really impressed that it's taking so long for this one to go off. Kind of like it took a long time for the Gold Star Greninja to go off. Because I really think it's a solid card. I really do. It's a solid card. The price is impressive, I think. You know, where's the little moon? This, perfect. It's got a moon for an icon. That's super cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up to 6 out of 13. That means 7 spots remain on Charizard. That makes him not too far off, guys. This guy's actually quite close. And remember, there's actually 2 pulls here. One of the spots in the pull is the star spot, meaning you haven't really lost your $40 yet if you pull that star spot. You just get shifted into the Pikachu Crown Pikachu break. So, yeah, he's a nice one. I like him. Ready for this card to move. There's a couple cards that have been on the table for a while. Like here's a nice illustration. Pikachu, he's now up to 18 out of 29. He's down to 11 spots. So this guy has 11 spots left. This guy has 7 spots left. They move a little bit here, a little bit there. Today, a Espeon went off nice and easy. Espeon was fast. Espeon was just like, boom, like that. The Gyarados. Lovely break as well. Really like the Gyarados. Eventually, this will get started. This is going to be Prismatic Jolteon. Really pricey. There it is. I forgot all about my slab-away. Can we do the 25? Wow. Yes, sir. Let's put 25 towards slab-away. Mr. Ivan. No problem, man. So it says you have 805. We're going to say 805 minus 25. Now, you get a long time to pay that off. So it's not a rush. You're down to 780. All right. Good. 780 remains. You know, $20 here, $20 there, and you'd be surprised how fast it moves. Okay, cool. Well, it is 7 p.m. in the afternoon. I think it's time for us to wrap up here, guys. Fantastic daytime stream. I felt it went nice and smooth, and let's see. The Espeon break ended really fast, didn't it? I don't feel like anything really shocking happened. I know we've got to take care of the crossover grade now for Mr. LaFlame, and Miss Tammy had me crack 2 of her slabs to send off to PSA. So, you know, crossover service is a thing that people are liking. We started a new channel to take pictures of cards that have sold so that now you are more able to track it. I think that's a good idea. It also keeps a receipt so that there's fewer mistakes made, which is, well, I mean, you could always go back through the streams to make sure it all went well, right? But it's better when there's an actual, you know, just like a receipt. It's just faster. Did shipping go out today? Shipping didn't go out today. It got packed today. It actually goes out tomorrow. That's kind of how it works. So Alexis comes in, she packs it up, and the mailman picks it up on Thursday. This is, if she came in really early, she could get it out before he comes over. But this time period seems to work really well for everyone. Chris Slash, I'm sorry. I was so busy. I was so by slabs. I forgot slab away. You're all good, man. Yeah, I'd say just 25 here and there, and that'll be taken care of too. I wouldn't worry too much about it because you put it away in June, so it's not due till like, I mean, slab away is 6 months. It's not due till like January or something, right? By the way, what if we had slab away be a 3-month period with no fee? That'd be an interesting idea. All right. Let's get the stream over, and I will be back on for the Thursday late night stream. One of my favorite streams of the week is the Thursday late night stream. You could probably expect a nice giveaway, okay? I hope you guys are there. I'll see you guys later. Oh, wait, it's not the Thursday nighttime stream. It's the Friday nighttime stream. Yes, I'll see you in the Friday nighttime stream. My gosh, I can't even keep track of the days.